Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I'm doing the Sunday show for you guys, so welcome in. Every Sunday, sometimes we have this time difference issue where the US time goes forward before the UK time goes forward, so we are live on time in the US, but we are slightly early in the UK, so depending on how the stream goes, we might end a little bit sooner than expected. I don't expect too many people to be coming into the stream today, and we also did about a 2.5 hour stream last week, so let's see how we get on. Let's see how many questions there are, and we'll be discussing the charts, crypto. We'll be looking at FSR again, SPC. Bitcoin hit all-time highs this week, just as we predicted last week. And yeah, it's an exciting time in crypto, so let's see what altcoins there are out there, and let's have a look at gold as well, because gold has also hit a new all-time high. So a few things we've been saying have been coming true. It's quite nice to see, and I think we just got a new member. Shane Hidsman has become a member, so I'll wait for that to be called out and then we can celebrate that. But yeah, a lot of things we've been saying have started to come true. Gold all-time high, Bitcoin all-time high. What else is it? Coinbase hit the trade target. And we'll go through some other things as well. I'm just waiting for this new member has joined us, which is very exciting. We got a new member last week on our show, and we got £40-50 worth of super chats to help support the show as well. So let's see how we do this week as well. Let's see if this is going to come up. If you do become a member, or if you do give a super chat, it will be read out live on the show. So hopefully we'll witness that in a second. With crypto, there's a lot of altcoins pumping. We might even see a Bitcoin all-time high during the stream. I doubt it. I think that'll be again tomorrow. We hit $70,050, which was an all-time high. We came back down. We're now back around 69,400. So I'll be looking to that to go. The target's really between 75 and 80,000. That's what we were saying. Oh, and then that will give time for, if Bitcoin starts going sideways and Ethereum starts going sideways, that will give time for some of our altcoin picks, such as Filecoin, Cake, XRP, ADA, Dogecoin, Shiba, Arweave, the Graph token, Osmo, SNX, these Casper, other meme coins as well. It gives that time, the money will start flowing into them, and then you get better gains throughout the altcoins. So that's what we're looking for this month. Just wait to see if we get that announcement. If we don't, we can just look at it later. Let's see if we are still live. Let me check this. Yeah, we are still live. 23 people watching, so thank you all for coming in. Let's smash that like button and see how many people we can get into today's stream. We've only got 6 likes and 23 people watching. Oh, Shane, it's you. You've become a new member. Let's celebrate our new member, Shane. This is very exciting. Let's give you some fireworks. Thank you very much for becoming a member. You can ask me for a request. We can have a look into let me get rid of these fireworks now. We can have a look into any stock, crypto you like. And again, Martyn will be, and he's just said it in the chat, if you come in, Martyn's live every day. He has the main perks and benefits are with him, to be honest. He sings you happy birthday, he does your stock reviews, you get a badge, you get your questions answered, and he'll explain it all to you tomorrow. But for today, if you have a crypto you want me to look at, or a stock, I'm more than happy to do that for you. And of course, you always get priority over the non-members, and sometimes, most of the time these days, we are actually members only. So Shane, welcome again. Loudwork is here. Cheers to an exciting week ahead. And Lance is also here. Who's that? Avila Spectrum. Thank you for update. No worries at all. Thank you for tuning in. XRP82. I would like to know what you think will happen to FSR and DDD. These two stocks will definitely go up for next week. We're going to have a look at FSR in maybe in 10-15 minutes. And here are all the links to become a member, if you haven't already. Okay, let's get into, I want to speak about gold first. So we've spoken about gold. We've had a look at this cup and handle structure, which has been in the making for about 10 years, over 10 years. The breakout point we've already seen. So we have finally broken out of this big cup and handle structure with a weekly close as well. The main target for this over, I don't know, between 2 to 5 years, we're looking somewhere at 2,800. I think we'll hit the 2,400 this year. That's what I've been saying since last year, and we're well on the way of that happening. This week alone, gold, that one of the biggest assets in the world, has gone up 4.62% in a week, which is crazy. And it's not getting as much attention as it should. But yeah, I think we're on the way to 2,400. We've been saying this for the longest time ever. And it's finally happening. So it's nice to see. So I just wanted to update on that. And silver hasn't been performing just as well. But I can expect to see $30 silver this year, definitely. And then we can start looking at next targets. But for now, silver looks like it's accumulating. The focus is on gold, but when money starts flowing out of gold, it will be going into silver. If you want to have a look, we haven't looked at oil for a few weeks. Let's have a look at oil. Oil is looking like it's going to go up, to be honest. It's at support. It's got higher low. Amazing.
Martyn Lucas Investor has become a member.
Just checking some systems for now. Yeah, so oil looks like, if you look at the weekly chart, we've got the support at 75. We pushed up, we came back down, put a higher low in place, and we're just slowly moving up. So it does seem like the trade is to the upside right now, which is obviously not great for inflation. So is there anything else we need to look at before we look at to crypto? Let me look at my watch list. The VIX is moving back up, so maybe some volatility is coming into the S&P 500. The DXY, the dollar index, is coming down. For example, we saw the great pound to dollar is pushing up to 128.5. So the pound is getting stronger, and the DXY is pushing down. So if you needed to buy any dollars, we haven't seen this price in about 6 months. Charles, you're not a member. There is a link just above in the chat if you did want to become a member. But thank you for tuning in, Charles Jordan. Thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, so that's enough of that. Is there, what I want to look into now is Bitcoin, and then we'll move on to FSR chart. Let's go and have a look at Bitcoin. Oh, something's going on. Sorry about that. Can you guys still hear me? Let me just make sure. It's because the timings have changed, and I always set myself a calendar notification for the stream. So because the UK hasn't moved forward its clocks, I should technically be streaming in 50 minutes, but I think we're all okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, Bitcoin is currently at 69,550. It's about $500 away from new all-time highs, even though we've already hit all-time highs this week. And it's looking pretty strong. If you watched last week's stream, still here, amazing, thank you, Martin. If you watched last week's stream, we did actually predict that we're going to break all-time highs this week, and we did. And what I said is the target's about between 75 to 80,000 is where I expect there to be maybe our first sort of significant pullback. Our first pullback, we were discussing in a bull market when it comes to Bitcoin, it is basically up, parabolic upside, sudden 40% drops. Parabolic upside, sudden 20% drops. Parabolic upside, 30% drops. Parabolic upside, sideways, altcoins start going up. Parabolic upside, Ethereum parabolic upside, sideways for Ethereum, other altcoins start going up. So we have got into the strategy now where you can start buying altcoins. That's what I did a couple of weeks ago. Bought Filecoin, that's already up 80%. A lot of the coins we were buying in the bear market, they're up 3, 4, 5x. Some are only up 2x. Some are up not too significant amounts, but the average is about 2x, 3x. We're up. The crypto challenge is now sat on, I believe it's over 2,500. Again, you can ask Martin to see that tomorrow. The evidence is all here. We want to be transparent as possible. That's why I like to be part of this show, because it's a transparent show to help everyone we can and give us many perspectives and form a community. And that's what I want to do for the crypto. That's why I've been here throughout the bear market. If you look at any other YouTubers, they didn't care during the bear market. Thank you, Jamie, for the subscription. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit the like button. If you look at other crypto channels, they haven't been here through the bear market. They've been giving terrible advice. They've been trying to pump their own bags. They've been trying to invest in new coins and tell everyone to buy them just so they can sell. It's just not like that here, and that's why I want to be partnered with Martin. So yeah, that's why I'm bringing you the Sunday show. And right now, Bitcoin's 69,526. So this week, I'm expecting to get close to that 80,000 mark. So there's not too much to go on Bitcoin, but you start looking at Ethereum, and that has room to the upside. Again, there's a Ethereum ETF deadline in May. I don't think it will be approved. I don't think it will be approved. So be careful, but people are going to be buying it up until then, just because we saw what happened on the run up for the Bitcoin ETF. Everyone bought it, expecting there to be one, which was true. We bought into that narrative as well. What we didn't do is we sold the day before the ETF was announced, because that signaled a top, a very small top. I mean, the Bitcoin dropped maybe 20% in value after. And then again, another buying opportunity. I think it's going to be a bit different of the Ethereum. I think what's going to happen is, as you can see right now, there's going to be a run up. Let's switch to the weekly candles. So each candle represents a week. There's going to be a run up like there is right now. Wow, Ethereum is performing really well. 3,900. 4,800 is all-time high. I think it's going to come up quite close to an all-time high before May. Maybe even suppress it. What's the word? Suppress it. Go past it anyway. And then when it comes to the ETF application deadline, when the SEC has to make a decision whether or not it approves the ETF for Ethereum, which I personally don't think they will. Either way, the day of it's going to be very volatile leading up to that. The week before, and then if it gets not approved, then Ethereum can dramatically come down, maybe 30-40% in a day. So for now, it's fine to be holding Ethereum. For the next month and a half, 2 months, you're probably going to see all-time highs on Ethereum. But then you have to be very careful and start selling your Ethereum, start buying some more USDT, putting it back into cash, because when the halvening is going to come around, which is very close now, less than 2 months, what we're going to see is probably a week before or a week after or the day of, we're going to see a significant pullback. So my strategy right now is, I think if Bitcoin hits 80,000 we're going to start selling some Bitcoin. We might sell some altcoins slightly, depending on if they do another 100%, 200% move to the upside. But when Bitcoin hits 80,000, we're going to put some in cash so that we can have some more cash to buy Bitcoin when it comes back to levels such as 50,000, 40,000. But we're going to take it week by week. Right now, all you need to think about is let's hold on to some Bitcoin. Let's have some Ethereum. I actually don't hold any Ethereum because I don't like it, but if you're holding Ethereum, keep hold of it. Altcoins are going to start now, keep coming up. If you don't have money in altcoins, find some low value ones, find some that you've researched a little bit and you think you want to hold and haven't pumped as much, such as I think Filecoin is a bit gone now, but I don't know, Cake, Token, or some AI narratives, or some gaming narratives, UOS. I don't know if that's pumped yet or not. We've stuff like that. Just see what's down on the day and you like the look of and you like the technicals of, and buy some. And then you can always trade when that's popped 40%. You start trading into the next altcoin. So it's got to the point of the crypto cycle where it's getting exciting, it's getting interesting. You can start moving money around. The money you make, you can put into another coin. For example, there's a lot of people here that have made money with Shiba Inu. How much higher can it go? Maybe all you can do is another 2-3x. Is it time to start taking profits from Shiba Inu? Because Shiba Inu now, let's have a look at coin market cap so we can have a look at exactly what the market cap of some of these coins are. Sorry, let's just take a break and see what everyone's saying in the chat, because I feel like I'm speaking too fast and some people probably aren't keeping up with the crypto talk. Just a test, yes. Thank you, Martin. Good evening, James 7, always here. Thank you for being here, James. As you can see, we're a bit early in the UK time because of the US time going forward. I've got some ETH and CRO. I found my cryptos. Congratulations, James. That's perfect. You see, you've got one high cap, such as Ethereum. My high cap of choice was Bitcoin and XRP, but you've got Ethereum, which has actually performed probably better than my ones. You've got that high cap one, which is Ethereum, which once it starts coming to very close to all-time highs, you might think of start trimming it off and putting it into more low cap ones. But you've also picked up some low cap CRO at a very reasonable price. I remember when you were buying that in the bear market, you were live, you were live, part of the show as well. So I know you were buying it at very good prices. But now when you're selling your ETH, you can afford to buy some of these altcoins that have gone up a bit more in price because your Ethereum's gone up in price as well. So let's see what happens. Let's see, we'll discuss exiting Ethereum and Bitcoin maybe next week if we've gone past all-time highs a lot. And if we do hit 80,000 on Bitcoin, 5,000 on Ethereum the middle of this week, I'll definitely be going live to sort of navigate the markets. Lance says Fisker, yeah, we'll be coming on to Fisker soon. Why don't you like ETH, Sensei? The reason I don't like ETH is because I think the SEC and Gary Gensler doesn't like ETH. I think there might be a law case coming up for Ethereum. I don't think they're going to accept the ETF on its first try. There was something called ETHgate, which there was like a lot of money being given to politicians so that Ethereum could be passed. I don't know. There's a lot of. It's just not my favorite one. I mean, if Ethereum came down to $800 in the bear market, I would have bought some because I wanted to buy it under 1,000. I think it came up to just 1,000, and my buy level was 860. So I missed my buy. My limit order didn't go through by $20, which is obviously very silly. But I'm here to be honest with you guys. So if it did come down lower, I would have. But Ethereum long term, when it's coming up to high risk areas like all-time highs, and when it's coming to an SEC, the SEC has repeatedly sort of said that Ethereum's a security, and they will not allow an Ethereum ETF if they believe it's a security. So it's not like I don't like Ethereum. Of course, it's providing a lot of value, but my issue with it is the SEC doesn't like Ethereum. and that can lead to lawsuits. That can lead to them not approving the ETF. And the narrative right now is a Ethereum ETF in May. Yes, you did, and that's my respect. I won't lie. I'm in on XRP and Boink. Again, Lance, these are the good strategies. Having some high cap ones, XRP, and some low cap meme coins like Boink. It doesn't matter, even if it's a meme coin, they are going to provide the best gains, the low cap ones, but you also want to have some money in case those ones get rug pulled or whatever. You know that these are here to stay, the Ethereums, the XRPs, the Bitcoins, the Dogecoin, stuff like that. You know they're here to stay, but you can play around with the lower cap ones as well. It's hard to understand what it is. MSK, I'm an XRP and SHIB. Again, what a great high cap XRP, safe. You know in 10 years you're going to, or 3 years, you're going to be making 10x. And then SHIB, a meme coin, you're going to probably make more money with Shiba, but it's obviously more risky. So you've got both ends of the spectrum, and that's what you can do with crypto. And if you start buying a few more, maybe an ideal portfolio would be 5 to 10 coins. You can XRP pops one day 300%. You can start taking some money out of XRP, and Shiba's down that day. You can start buying Shiba, or you can start buying Dogecoin because that's fallen because of some random news that won't affect it long term. It's come to a point in the market where it's a real bull market now for the crypto, and that's what we've seen. Tomorrow's special guest on the show, says Martyn. Boys, don't forget Pepe and Boink. It's going to be fast. Pepe and Boink hasn't gone too far. How much can you go more? You're not going to get a 10x out of Pepe and Boink anymore. Tuesday double earnings. Yes, I'm doing Heron and Sensei's on the extras, doing funware. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Martyn. I'm looking forward to Thursday for the earnings. Hi, Sensei. Cryptocurrency feels like the tulip. Welcome into the show. It's looking good, isn't it, crypto? It's getting exciting. This is a weekly candles for Ethereum. Look at that. It's looking beautiful. All the people that said crypto is going to die, look at that. Bitcoin. Is there not a better chart? You can see, I want to get rid of this. Look, so many people doubted that this would happen, that we would be back at all-time highs. Never doubted for a second. A few things that we didn't get right. For example, I thought that would be a double bottom. There wasn't, but we bought Bitcoin at literally 15,400. If you go see on Martyn's ledger, or Robinhood, you can see his buy zones. You can see when I turned bullish at 30,000. All that sort of stuff. Buying in the bear market, having cash on hand, trying to be sensible about this bull run. And now look at it. Bitcoin's making all-time highs. Ethereum is getting close. XRP is not getting close yet. It's actually being suppressed because I think Ripple are selling a lot of XRP to fund their IPO. But when XRP pops, it's getting ready to pop. And when Ripple announces an IPO of their company, XRP will be in a few dollars area. But my real trade with XRP, which I got right in the bear market, when no one was making money, we were making money because I was following the SEC case, and XRP came out to not be a security. And while everything was going down and everyone was losing money in crypto, we made 100% in a week. We doubled our money in a week, and obviously sold a bit and bought back. So it also makes me much more confident to be holding XRP long term now that it's deemed not a security. So I'm not even worried about XRP. I don't even care about its day-to-day actions, because that's going to be a coin I'm going to be holding no matter what for it to hit $10. The other coins, Bitcoin, ETH, Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, Atom, Link, all those coins, I don't care. If it goes up 200%, I'm selling and buying a different coin. I'm reinvesting that way. What other coins should we have a look at? Filecoin, the one I came out and said, I think it was on a show I came out and said, I've bought Filecoin this week. Look how undervalued it is. Filecoin's all-time high was $237. It's at $10 today, so you can make 20x on a Filecoin if it goes back to all-time highs. But if it goes to $100, I'm selling it. So again, there are coins that are undervalued. you can see how far away it is from its all-time highs. Another coin I hold that I've been staking for 2 years is PancakeSwap. Again, it's not the best coin in the world. It's just, if you're staking it, you earn 150% a year APY. So that, again, if it goes to all-time highs, that's more than a 10x. I'll be selling that. I'll probably be selling it around $20. Dogecoin is well on the way too. We were buying this at 8 cents not too long ago. Let's have a quick look at targets for Dogecoin. That's well on the way. Again, my target this bull run is $1, but again, you should probably start looking at selling it around 65, 70 cents. Litecoin, again, one that's been around for a long time. You're not going to get amazing gains from it, but it's still at low levels. It's at $86, and it can be easily getting to $300 to $400. So that's another 3-4x. What other coins are there? Let's see what else. Arweave, no, that's already run away from us. We were buying this at $4, now it's at $40. That's already made a 10x. ICP, that's not looking too bad. Again, I think our last buy was $5. It's just in a different stage now. You can afford to be putting more money in because you know it's bull market territory. So we won't talk about too much about crypto because I know a lot of people want to talk about FSR. So if you have any crypto related questions, do let me know, and always you can ask me questions in Discord as well. Again, ADA, that will be making all-time highs. That's going to go to $3. It's not really a 10x, which is what I'm trying to look for, is 10x's. Chili Coin is not going to be a 10x. Audius is not going to be a 10x. Aave might be a 10x. But yeah, if you want any suggestions, any coins that I think are going in my portfolio, then just drop me a message on Discord and I can always help you guys out. Let's go on to the main title of the show, which was, let's have a quick look at SOUN SPCE, and then we'll do FSR. SoundHound AI, we covered the earnings not too long ago. We were expecting a move down. Oh, we got it. Wow. It was spot on. How do we do it? I can't believe it. Exactly as predicted on the earnings call. This green bar was drawn. Support is there. We're going to $8.72, in my opinion. What we wanted to see is a retest of what used to be resistance. We wanted to turn into support, which we did on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. So now what it's looking like is $8.72 is next. Let's look at SPCE. SPCE is complete opposite, is now testing what used to be support as resistance, lower highs. So that's looking more and more likely to come down to 150 than 140. So sorry for people holding SPCE. In one way, you can look at it as you can be accumulating at lower prices, but the chart, as you can see, is just downside, and it's done the complete opposite of SoundHound. It's retested what used to be support is now retested as resistance. So that's not a good candle. And now the main one, FSR, which I might do a video about because I did promise everyone if we got 100 likes I'll do a video, which we did get. So maybe I'll come on later on this week. Let's see if there's much to report on. It's coming down. Well, we didn't get what we were hoping for. We did get the pop. So what we got was 55%, which obviously in a day is amazing, but in the grand scheme of things it was not that great because obviously people have been buying much higher. But since the buy went out, it went up 55%, but again back down to 0%. That's why I always say you get those 20, 30, 40% pumps, just sell them, and because you don't get that with years of the S&P 500. Just trying to see what you can strategize here. Yeah, I mean the purple line is now indicating maybe even 30 cents. So, and just to remind you, this purple trend line is what dates back to all the lows. You can see after each of these times it went up about 50% every time it hit the purple line. And again, it did go up 50% from this purple line, even though it doesn't look like it hit the purple line, which is what we were saying before, and it went up 55%. Let's look at the 4-hour candles. It's very hard to see where a stock's going when it's entering price discovery to the downside or the upside, and this is entering it to the downside. Yeah, so from the Fibonacci, from the last low to the last high, you look at the 1.1618 and it's indicating 37 cents. So you've got two levels basically for FSR right now. You've got one just below the last high, which is also the 1.618, and then you've got the purple line. So let's say Monday is you're looking at which is quite bad. It's 27 cents, which is another 25% move to the downside, which would mean the market cap would come down another 50 million, and you'll be left with $150 million market cap for a reasonably well executed electric vehicle company. I think with this stock at the moment, it's less about the chart at this point. I mean, yes, you can say 37 cents for this company is an area to buy, and the next best area to buy is 27 cents. Those are the two buy zones. I think it's less about doing that and more about, if you like the stock, start researching it, start listening to the videos, and start saying, is this company worth more or less than what the market cap is? And the market cap currently is 200 million. If you think it's worth more, then buy it and hold it long term. If you think it's worth less, then wait for 27 cents and it's valued at 150 million, and then buy it then. I don't want to make a video because I don't want to make it about the stock price. I think people need to start thinking how much they know about the company, and if is it worth more or less than $200 million. Less, they shouldn't be looking at 37 cents. You need to start looking at $200 million valuation of the company. And you think if it's worth that, then yes, you are at a level of support right now. If you think it's not worth that, then the next level of support, you're looking probably around 27 cents, and at that point the company's worth a bit less than 150 million. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that with FSR. Yeah, I mean, the trend is to the downside, and you just need to start thinking as well. If the company suddenly goes up 100%, it's just doubled its valuation. At that point, you should definitely start selling. So again, and I'm saying that not in the long term, not if in 2 years' time it goes up 100%. I'm saying that in like a day it goes up 100, it's doubled the valuation of the company. If it starts going back up to the 71 cents level, then just start selling, because in a day it's not viable for a company to double its valuation. So always take the profits when you can, and especially knowing that the S&P, you're not going to get that sort of gains in. You probably get it in 5-6 years, and you've got it in a day if it does happen with FSR. Just let me know if you have any specific questions about any levels for FSR, if it's something I didn't cover. It's just I don't want to do another trade setup, because it's really about, it's a perfectly fine company in my opinion, and you just need to start thinking about long-term holding, if it's worth buying it at these levels. And just start looking at the market capitalization of the company. Oh wow, we got a super chat. I'll wait for that to be read out. Rallo 1. Amazing. I've just got this up as well, which I wanted to show you. Coin market cap, back to crypto for a second. These are the oh, why is my camera so low? These are the coins by market cap. So Bitcoin obviously number one. The market cap is just 1.3 trillion. Ethereum's got nearly 500 billion. Then it's USDT with 100 billion. BNB, which I think is another coin I just wouldn't touch, at 79 billion. Then there's Solana at 64 billion. Then there's XRP at 33 billion. USDC at 30 billion. Cardano at 25 billion. Dogecoin at 24 billion, and Shiba Inu has made it into the top 10 at 20 billion. So the reason I brought this up is because what I'm saying with something like Shiba Inu, here we go.
Best channel ever. Thanks Martyn and Sensei.
Thank you, Rallo1. Really appreciate the super chat. It keeps the lives going. It helps with all the equipment, servicing, all that sort of stuff. So thank you so much for your support. It really means the world, especially when you do it on the Sunday shows. It means a lot. It means you're liking the content, which is all I want to provide is content that people would like, and a place for people to communicate and everything. So yeah, we've just switched to crypto for a second. So yeah, with Shiba Inu, you can't expect a 10x because you can't expect a $190 billion market cap, because that is just a bit too absurd. I mean, maybe if like Bitcoin hits like £250,000, then maybe Shiba Inu can do another 10x. But we'll get to a point where, like, if Shiba does like another 2-3x, you're going to have to start looking at different coins. Or if Dogecoin does another 4x to my target of 5x to my target of a dollar this cycle, if Bitcoin does hit those high 100,000s or 200,000s, it will get to a point where you're going to stop looking for a 2x and start looking for a 10x or 20x. So if these run up a bit more, another 2, 3, 4x, especially with Shiba, because Dogecoin's been around for much longer, and I don't think Shiba's going to overtake Dogecoin. If these go on for much longer, then you're going to have to start looking. So these top 10 coins, you have some of them, XRP, you might have in your portfolio, Dogecoin, Shiba you might have, and then you need a coin from the 10 to 20. So it might be Matic, it might be DOT, it might be Litecoin, it might be ICP. Then you look at the next coins, the next 20 to 30, then you might want another coin. Filecoin would be my choice over there, and then you go from the 30 to 40, and my choice would probably be CRO or Render. And then you start going from the 40 to 50, so Casper's there, Thorchain, Rune is probably another good one, and another meme coin, Floki. If you want to keep in the meme coins, then you might start leaving Shiba and start going for Floki, and then you might have another coin from the 50 to 60. What would I choose here? Maybe Fetch AI, the AI narrative, or Gala Games, the gaming narrative. And then you go from 60 to 70 market cap and choose another coin. Maybe it's SAN, maybe it's Aave. 70 to 80, then you choose another coin. And the reason you do that, you'll end up with 10 coins with different amounts of you end up with 10 coins because you're in the top 100. You'll probably limit yourself to, because you don't want to go too far out unless you want to start gambling a little bit. But you'll go into the first 100 coins, choose a coin from each 1 to 10, 10 to 20. And then you have exposure of a lot of different market caps. So you've got exposure of 1 billion to 200, 300, 400 billion. The 1 billion ones can maybe 100x, and the 100 billion ones might, best case scenario, 10x. So you have that exposure that way. And once some of them start running up, so you've got, let's say Jasmy coin goes up 100%, you've doubled your money. You probably won't do much, but let's say it goes up 1,000% and you've sort of basically 10x your money, or 11x your money. Then you might start looking what's now in the 90 to 100 and start moving your money out. So I would recommend about 5 to 10 coins. in your portfolio, and I would recommend having it from different levels, and also different narratives: gaming, AI, cross-border payments, gaming, AI, cross-border, and maybe just like some layer ones and stuff like that, and meme coin. So like 5 different narratives, 10 different coins. So let's go back to your questions. Let's see what I've missed. Yeah, cryptocurrency is feeling really good right now, isn't it? The dips are being brought up fast. It's madness. Yes, it is, and I'm loving it. As in any share of crypto, what do you think will happen if whales start buying? I'm just gonna stick to the members' questions for now. Sometimes I trade ETH to CRO and vice versa in a DeFi wallet. I do this if one pumps and the other one doesn't. I have built positions higher in both doing this. DeFi wallet has virtually no fees for this. Yeah, congratulations, James. And at one point, one might pump, and one might be going down, and then you start putting money into the one that's going down. But then you want to limit yourself, because it might get to a point where the other one keeps going up and this one keeps going down. So you want to have like I'm going to keep minimum this amount of CRO, and I'm not going to keep putting it into Ethereum, because I know CRO is going to do a 10x in the long term, so I don't want to do it too much. But there's definitely an element of the one that's not performing well, put more money in that one. The one that's already performed, start putting it to a different coin. But you would always want to keep your initial stake or something, because that you've believed in that coin to start a position. And you don't want it to go up 10x and you've got a really small position. But exactly, that's what I do as well, James. I find this better than selling on exchange and buying other cryptos due to high cost. Yes, I mean, it's good. I mean, that's what you want to do. But as your portfolio goes up, you might just start wanting to send some of that money into a ledger, and you just don't want to touch it. And then you can start playing around with that money. And then once you grow that, start sending it over to a ledger. I seriously doubt we'll get back to all-time highs on most alts. The liquidity is not the same. People's financial situation have changed. Retail won't come back the way they did before. That is a valid point. The only issue is with your point is Bitcoin's just hit all-time highs. The most amount of money ever is in Bitcoin right now. That money will flow somewhere. I agree that retail's not back in the same way it has before, but there are different people in crypto now, and they have more money than the average retail, I would say, and they would still want to feather out. I also agree that a lot of coins might not hit all-time highs. That's why my targets are 25% away from all-time highs. We'll just have to see how the cycle pans out, and if retail comes in later. If you remember this time last cycle, when Bitcoin was going past 20,000, retail wasn't there in full force either. Retail started coming in when altcoins started going up more, which was when Bitcoin started going past 40,000. It wasn't when it just broke all-time highs. That's when it started, and I feel like it could be the same now. Can you chart WMT? WMT. Please do hit the like button if you are here. We will be probably finishing up the show in about 10 minutes. Walmart. Just a quick chart, because there's a lot of questions to get through today. I mean, it's just uptrend after uptrend. It's just new all-time highs. There's not really much to say about Walmart. Let's see. Yeah, you're at the first sort of target. You're probably going to come and fill this gap at $57 before you move any too much higher. $57. That's probably where you're going to come. You've just hit the target of the trade. What's the trend? The trend is there a trend line? Not really, but I mean, it's hit price discovery. The RSI is overbought. because it's overbought, it's probably going to come down to 57 cents, or it might even come down to some of the moving averages at 54 cents, and then the trend is up, so you're probably going to start making all-time highs again and again. You are at all-time highs, you have just hit a target, so you might just start. The thing is, with stocks like this, you start DCAing, so dollar cost averaging, when they're at low levels, when they're accumulating their DCA. You start DCAing here, or wherever you started buying Walmart, you DCA'd all across here. The difference now is you're not DCAing, you don't continue to DCA if you want to start taking profits. You start DCAing out of the stock, meaning you start, because it's at all-time highs now and it's hit a target, you might start selling some. And it goes to $64, you might start selling another 10%. It goes to $67, you might sell a bit more. So it's not really so much as when do I buy. It really depends on what you want to do. It depends what your strategy is, and if you're buying this and holding it for a long term, for 10-20 years. So let me explain that quickly, and let me know if it doesn't make sense to you. So there's DCAing if you want to hold Walmart for like 10 years. So you're going to be DCAing, and you don't want to blindly DCA. You might have a strategy in place. Every time it drops 20%, I'll buy some. Every time it goes to a good level on the chart, I'll buy another. I'll start DCAing in with my pot. And then if it goes up above a level, if it goes up 40% in a matter of a year, I'll sell 10%. Whatever strategy you have, you're going to be DCAing buying and DCA selling. If you're just in the camp of I'm not selling this, I'm just going to keep DCAing Walmart, and the reason I'm saying this is because Walmart is one of the big companies. It's not like we're talking about a FSR or SPC where you need to start getting out. Walmart is something you can hold for 10 years, and that's why this strategy might work here. Is if you're holding this for 10-20 years, then you're just going to, instead of selling because you're at all-time highs and you've hit a level on that Fibonacci retracement, you're just going to be looking at the next buy, which is 57 cents. $57. And if it's $57, you're going to DCA again. If you're trying to trade a bit more, then you're probably going to start selling more of your position now and trying to buy it at 57 cents. But I understand you've just asked me to chart this, so just in a pure charting perspective, there's not too much to say. The only thing you can say, it's in an uptrend. That's the red line there is the trend line up. $57 is where there's a gap in the daily candles, meaning it's probably going to get filled. So expect it to come back down to 57 cents. And if it breaks $57, it'll probably come to this area here between $53. Let's go. I just passed 2 million views on the channel. Wow, congratulations, Martyn. That's a big milestone. I remember when I was a million and it really didn't seem like that long ago. Congratulations to Martyn. So you think there's no way FSR is going up? Will it happen if a group of wealth start buying FSR? No, I don't say there's no way FSR is going up. I'm saying it's probably going to go up rather than go down. I'm just saying at this point, everyone needs to start asking themselves the question rather than charting it. They need to start asking, what's this company worth? Let me do some research. If it's worth more than 200 million, let me buy some shares in it. Stop. Can you do that? I don't know what that means, Jamie. Just joined in now, talking about the AK report. Maybe Martyn will talk about that. Yes, we will have another look at FSR. Let's have a look at the amount of people watching and likes. And also, what's everyone saying here? Red or green week? Let me have a quick look at the S&P 500. I haven't voted yet. You know what, I'm just going to answer as if it was crypto, so green. Was I right last week? I think I put red, and it was a red week last week. So I was right last week. Let's see if I'll be right this week. And last week I was doing it for the S&P 500. Let me get to these comments. Sensei, purely from a technical perspective rather than fundamentals or potential upcoming news. Sensei purely speaks from a technical perspective. Yes, thank you, MSK. Sometimes it's hard to keep them aside from each other. So if it is hard, like it is with MSK, not with MSK, sometimes it's hard to keep the technicals and the fundamentals aside. But that's what I do every week. But when it comes to a point with FSR right now, I think it's very important to keep in mind the fundamentals, which is why I'm saying go away and do your own research, listen to the fundamental videos from Martyn and stuff like that, and then see what you think it's worth. Because right now in the chart, it's at all-time lows, it's at a good value proposition, it can go down another 25% for the next buy zone, but it's at the point of just seeing what do you think about the company. When crypto pumps new highs, I always think I should have bought more when it was cheap. When crypto is low and cheap, it's hard to imagine the highs coming again. James, that is always the case. And every single person and everyone will be lying if they don't think the same. Other YouTubers will be saying, this is always what I said. But the way we did it here, and you've been here throughout the bear market, I know, for at least eight months and stuff like that. You've seen how we've done it. We've been in, we've been out. We've been 50% in, 50% out. You don't want to let it get away from you, but you also want to have enough money if it does, some terrible news comes out, and you want to really take advantage of it. And I think that's the best way to play it. You're not going to. It's not about getting 100x your whole portfolio and buying the complete bottom. It's about being in. It's about learning. It's about seeing what coins do well. It's about a massive majority of the world don't hold crypto, and I think crypto will become as mainstream as stocks. So it's about learning for the moment. It's about having a strategy and staying with it. So that's what we're here to do, is keep a clear mind and not having too many regrets. AJ, we need to see positive news from Nissan and Fisker deals for others to believe. Yes, I know that, MSK. So I'm not going to read non-members at the moment. James 007, I still need a ledger, but we'll get one soon. Sensei, please send you a link for the... James, if you send me a message on Discord, I'll send it to you whenever you're ready. MSK, I agree, but XRP 82, I agree, but depending on the period and the stock, I think there's a place for technicals, lol, otherwise we wouldn't be watching Sensei. Oh, what did XRP 82 say? Not in this day and age, everything can be manipulated. Shares suddenly got 500,000, but you're not going to be able to read that on the chart. The chart will help you with buy levels, with sell levels, with high risk levels and low risk levels, and that's why we definitely look at the charts. Thank you, XRP 2082, for tuning in. Hope to see you soon. And I would love to see you become a member as well. Good evening, all. Early show Sensei. No, Craig, it's not an early show. It's an early show for me, actually, but in the US, we go by the US time because I think that's the majority of the viewers are from the US. Their time went forward an hour, so we always have to accommodate to the US. Thank you, Sensei. Always answer my questions. No worries at all, Rallo1. What was your question? Did I answer it? Hello, what was your question? If you have another question, let me know. Good evening, Craig. Good evening, James. Thank you all for tuning in. I think we're coming up to the end of the show. 33 likes. Is there anything I want to... Let's have a quick look at the Fed Watch tool. Let's see what interest rates are like. Any difference in the probabilities? Yeah, it looks like no rate cuts on the 20th. No, not the... I hate looking at the American dates. It always gets me confused. Yeah, no rate hikes on the 20th and no rate cuts on the... It looks like the rate cuts will come in June. but it'll be really important next meeting. I mean, every meeting is it's always funny because the meetings are always as important as the next one. You always think this is going to be the most important meeting until the next one comes around, right? But yeah, it's going to be an important meeting because we're going to have to see how they say the likelihood of a cut in May, because right now the market's pricing it in as only a 23% chance that we're going to have a cut. So that would be important. Yeah, so that would be important. I might hop on and do another live stream for you guys this week. I might do a few videos for you guys throughout the week. I've got some time on my hands, so if the crypto starts pumping or something starts happening, I'll come live either on this channel or on the second channel, or call into Martyn's show. But for now, I think we're done with the show. Well, thank you for hitting the likes. Spike Lee's Unfiltered, thank you. Is this your first time in the show? Remember to tune into Martyn tomorrow. He's live every single day, opening, closing bell. I want to look at Bitcoin before we finish. Let's see if we've going past all-time highs. Let's go to the 5 minute. Yeah, I think, yeah, it'll be interesting, but I do expect a 75 to 80k Bitcoin this week. And if we don't, it's fine as well, because the more Bitcoin goes sideways and the more Ethereum goes sideways, the more the altcoins will go up. Let's have a quick look at CRO for James. Yeah, it's looking good. 35 cents would be nice. There doesn't seem to be much in the way. But always remember, Bitcoin can dump 20-30% and the altcoins will go down as well. Thank you for your tonight's show, Sensei. It's much appreciated. No worries at all. We're here every Sunday. Oh, USO. It's already up 24%. That's the one I was speaking about. The gaming narrative. Loot ring. I might just do an altcoin only show one day and see what's best. If you haven't already, hit a like on your way out and do subscribe as well. Congratulations to Martyn for hitting 19,000 subscribers on his birthday. CRO to the moon. Flare was another one we were interested in, wasn't it? We were buying. How's that doing? Wow. Buying that at there. Anyway, I could speak about crypto all day. But until next time, please do take care of your money. Please do take care of your crypto. Anything I say is not financial advice. Do not follow me. I'm always wrong. I'm not, but I'll say that. But until next time, take care of your money, your crypto, and each other.